Good morning everyone with the another topic of chapter 13, surface area of right circular cone. So before starting this topic, in the previous exercise two questions were left. Firstly, we shall do those questions. Open your book and read the question in figure. Figure is I have already drawn. This one is the figure that you see the frame of a lampshade. It is a lampshade and it is to be covered with a decorative cloth. The frame has a base diameter 20 centimeter and height 30 centimeter. A margin of 2.5 centimeter is to be given for folding it over the top and bottom of the frame. So find how much cloth is required for covering the lampshade. So this is a lampshade. You can see this is a lampshade. So we need to cover this with a decorative cloth. And how much cloth will be required, that we need to find. And cloth will be at the top and bottom of this frame. The cloth will be folded also. How much it will be folded? 2.5 centimeter at the top it will be folded, and 2.5 centimeter at the bottom it will be folded. Now let's see. Firstly, we shall write here diameter is given 20 centimeter. So we have written here. So if diameter is 20 centimeter, so radius will be 10 centimeter. Height is given 30 centimeter. 30 centimeter means this height is 30 centimeter. But it is given that the cloth is folded at the top 2.5 centimeter is here and 2.5 centimeter here it is folded. So what we will do, the height will be increased of the cloth. How it will be? You can see this 30 centimeter was the height given of the lampshade, plus 2.5 centimeter we shall add for the folding in the top, and 2.5 centimeter at the bottom. At the top and at the bottom 2.5 we are adding. So the new height will be 35 centimeter. Now cloth required for covering the lampshade. How much cloth will be required for the covering of the lampshade? It will be equal to the curved surface area of the lampshade. Means cloth will be we shall cover the lampshade at which place? At its curved surface area only, not on the top and bottom. So we shall find the curved surface area, that is 2 pi rh. Put the value of r and h, means this r 10 centimeter and h 35 centimeter, and you will get how much cloth will be required. Now come to the question number 11. Firstly, read the question. The students of a Vidyalaya were asked to participate in a competition for making and decorating pen holders in the shape of a cylinder with a base using cardboards. Each pen holder was to be of radius 3 centimeter and height 10.5 centimeter. The Vidyalaya was to supply the competitors with cardboard. If there are 35 competitors, so how much cardboard was required to be bought for the competition? So firstly, it is given the radius of the pen holder will be 3 centimeter. It is given. So firstly we shall write 3 centimeter radius, and height is given 10.5 centimeter, that we shall write firstly. Then cardboard required for one competitor. Firstly we shall find how much cardboard will be required by one competitor. So that will be equal to the CSA of CSA means curved surface area of the pen holder, and pen holder is in the shape of cylinder, and base is, but there is a base also, top is not there, it is opened. So we shall write here CSA cardboard required for one competitor competitor will be CSA plus base area. This is CSA. CSA plus base area. So what is the formula for CSA? It is 2 pi RH and base area will be pi r square. Now put the values of r and h, means radius and height. We shall get this 2 pi, in place of r we shall write 3, height is 10.5 centimeter, and we shall get this answer 226.28 centimeter square. This is the cardboard required by one competitor, but there are 35 competitors. So what we do, we shall now find the cardboard required for 35 competitors. So that will be equal to the cardboard required by one competitor and multiply by 35. We shall get the answer 7920 centimeter square cardboard will be required total. Now come to the next topic, surface area of right circular cone. So what is cone? If you take a right triangle and you move it vertically at the axis, vertical axis, you can see this is the vertical axis and this is a right triangle. If we are moving it all around, it will form like a cone, just like your ice cream cone that you eat. It is also a cone. So if you move a triangle, right triangle on the vertical axis, it will be like cone. See, this is a 3/4 circle. We have taken 3/4 circle. Then after we have folded it and it forms cone. You can see it is cone. See, it is cone. And this is the slant height of the cone. This is the slant height of the cone. This is the slant height of the cone. So when we open it, the slant height will be there. This is the radius of the circle. This is also the radius of the circle which we cut down, and when it will become cone, so this will be the slant height of the cone. Now again we have opened it. You can see this is the L, this is also L, these all are L. L means from from center to the edge, the line from center to the edge, these all are L. So if we are taking, see, divided this paper into so many triangles, so many parts. You can see some parts I have made, and the whole is left, the remaining part is left. So this is, we have assumed this is the B, means here to here, this is B1, this is B2, this is B3, this is B4, this is B5, in this way B6, in B7, B8. In this way we can divide this circle into so many triangles. These are triangles. You can see these are triangles, and these are right triangles. So firstly we shall find the area of each triangle. Each triangle means area of every triangle. So we know that the area of triangle, these are right triangle also, and area of triangle is 1/2 base into height. It is 1/2 base into height. So area of entire piece of paper, we are finding the area of entire piece of paper, that will be equal to the area of all triangles. So now we shall find the sum of area of each triangle. In this way, the area of first triangle will be 1/2 B1 into L. Means, see, this is the first triangle, this is the first triangle, and this one is the height, means L, and base is what? Base is B1. For the second triangle, height is again L and base is B2. For the third triangle, height is again L and base is B3, and so on. The same thing we are writing here, 1/2 b1 into L, 1 upon 2 b2 into L means 1 upon 2 base into height, and 1 upon 2 b3 into L, and then plus again, and so on here. Then after we see that 1 upon 2 is common in all the terms, and L is also common. You see, this is L here, L in this term also, L in this term also, in all terms there will be L. So we are taking 1 upon 2 and L as common. So inside the bracket, which terms will be left? b1 plus b2 plus b3 plus so on, in this way. So here we have written 1 upon 2 into L, 1 upon 2 into L into, in place of b1 plus b2 plus b3 and so on, we can write the length of the entire curved boundary of the paper, and we can write the length of entire curved boundary. In place of that we can write 2 pi r, that will be equal to the circumference of the circle. So we are writing 2 pi r. So here 2 and this 2 will be divided, and which things will be left? Pi r into L. This will be the required area of entire piece of paper, and we know that the area of entire piece of paper, that is the curved surface area. When it will be folded, it will form cone, and that will be the that area of entire piece of paper will be the curved surface area of the cone. So curved surface area of the cone will be equal to the pi r L. This is the formula for the cone. Curved surface area of cone is pi r L. What will be the total surface area of the cone? The total surface area of the cone will be equal to the curved surface area that we already have found, and at the base we shall also add, because we are finding the total surface area. So base is also is there. So we are adding the base here, and we know that the base is just as flat circle. So in place of base area we shall write here pi r square. So CSA is pi r L and base is pi r square. In this way we shall add them, and see the pi is common here and r is also common here. There are 2r, r square is there. So we shall take pi r common. Inside the bracket L will be left, and there are 2r, so 1r will be left. So pi r into L plus r, or we can also say pi r into r plus L. So total surface area of cone will be equal to pi r into r plus L. So this is our cone. This is a cone, you can see, and this is the height of the cone. From this is the center, and this is the height. This is the vertex of the cone. From vertex to the center, this is the h, means height, and this is, we know that this is the slant height, and from center to any point on the edge is the radius of the cone. These all are the radius, r, small r. And how, if we know the h means height and radius, if we don't know the slant height, so how to find? We know that, you can see this is just like a right triangle. See, this is just like a right triangle. So by Pythagoras theorem we know that hypotenuse square is equal to base square plus perpendicular square. So here we shall write here, what is the hypotenuse here? H, L. L is the hypotenuse. So we shall write here L square is equal to perpendicular square. Here perpendicular is h, and base is r. R is the base, so it is r square. So by this we can find the value of L if it is not given, or if h height and slant height is given, so we can find the value of radius. And if radius and slant height is given, if we need a height, so we can find height by this formula. So this is the curved surface area. pi r L, and this is the total surface area, pi r into r plus L. Now come to the exercise 13.3. I'm reading the question number first. Open your book and read the question number first. Diameter of the base of a cone is 10.5 centimeter and its length height is 10 centimeter. Find its curved surface area. So firstly we shall write whatever is given. Diameter is given 10.5 centimeter and slant height is given 10 centimeter. Slant height means L, and radius we need to find. Radius will be 10.5 by 2, or we can say 5.25 centimeter, and we need to find the curved surface area. So we know that the curved surface area is equal to pi r L. So we shall put the value of pi r and L in this, and we shall get it is 165 centimeter square. Now come to the question number 4. A conical tent is 10 meter high and the radius of its base is 24 meter. Now there are two questions in this question. We need to find the first slant height of the tent. So firstly we shall write whatever is given in this question. Height is 10 meter, radius is 24 meter. Now we need to find the slant height of the tent. So we know that L square is equal to H square plus R square. We know that. Now put the value of height and radius in this. So 10 square will be 100 and 24 square will be 576, and we shall remove this square from L, and there will be under root on this, and we shall add them. It will be 676, and find the square root of 676. It will be equal to 26 centimeter. Sorry, not centimeter, it is meter. So write the unit meter here. Now come to the second part of this question. Cost of the canvas required to make the tent. If the cost of 1 meter square canvas is 70 rupees, so canvas required to make the tent will be equal to CSA, because when we make tent, so we form only, we use to form only the CSA, curved surface area. We don't take base. Base is it is opened from the base. So we are how much canvas will be required? So canvas required will be equal to the curved surface area of the cone. So that is pi r L. Put the value of pi r and L. We already found in the first part, it was 26 meter. So find this 13,728 upon 7 centimeter square it is. So now cost of 1 meter square canvas is, it is given 70 rupees. It is 70 rupees. So cost of total canvas required will be equal to, so cost of it is given the 1 meter square canvas is 70, and how much area of the tent it was this much, 13,728. So area of the canvas multiply by the cost of 1 meter 1 meter square canvas. We shall multiply and we shall get the answer. It is how much? 1,37,280 rupees. Now read the question number 5. What length of tarpaulin 3 meter wide will be required to make the conical tent of height 8 meter and base radius 6 meter? Assume the extra length of material that will be required for the stitching margins and the wastage in cutting is approximately 20 centimeter, and it is given in the question to use pi as the value of pi 3.14. So now firstly it is given that the tarpaulin means it is a cloth, it is a kind of cloth which is used for making tent. So the height and base radius it is given. So radius is 6 centimeter and height is 8 centimeter it is given, and we know that the tent is on the tent is in the shape of cone. and use the cloth tarpaulin where on the curved surface area only, not at the base. So we shall find the CSA. So for CSA we need pi RL, we need L, but L is not given here, slant height is not given. So we, by the formula of L equal to root is h square plus r square. In this way I have removed the square from here, so there will be square root. So we shall find the value of L, it is 10 meter firstly. Then after we shall find the area of tarpaulin, the area of tarpaulin used, that will be equal to the curved surface area of conical tent. So curved surface area of conical tent is pi RL. So in place of pi we shall not write the 22/7, we shall write the 3.14 because it is given in the question. Now radius is 6 and slant height is 10. We shall solve this, and the area of tarpaulin used will be 188.4 centimeter square. We know that tarpaulin would be in the shape of rectangle, in the shape of rectangular cloth piece when it was purchased, and before stitching it was like a rectangular piece of cloth. So area of tarpaulin, that it was in the shape of rectangle, so rectangle area is length into breadth. So we already have found the tarpaulin used is 188.4. so in area of that tarpaulin, in place of this we shall write 188.4, and length into breadth we shall write here, length will be L as it is, and base in the question it is given that it was 3 meter wide. 3 meter wide tarpaulin was there. So in place of base we shall write 3 here, and transpose this 3 from there to left hand side and divide the area of tarpaulin, and we shall get the length of the tarpaulin, it will be 62.8 meter. So now if it is given, if 20 centimeter extra tarpaulin you required for margin it was required, so total length of the tarpaulin will be equal to the, so length of the tarpaulin which was cut down from the bundle of the tarpaulin from the market, it was how much we purchased, 62 point no, it is the length of the tarpaulin when it before stitching. Okay, but we also took 20 centimeter extra for margin and for the wastage. So 20 centimeter extra we took, so we are adding 62.8 plus 20 centimeter. So we convert this 20 centimeter into, we'll convert this 20 centimeter into meter, it will be 0.2 meter. So we shall add them and it will be 63 meter. This is the required answer. Now come to the question number 8. Read it. A bus stop is barricaded from the remaining part of the road by using 50 hollow cones made of recycled cardboard. Each cone has a base diameter 40 centimeter and height 1 meter. If the outer side of each of the cones is to be painted and the cost of painting is 12 rupees per meter square, what will be the cost of painting all these cones? And again it is given, use pi value as 3.14 and take root 1.04 as is equal to 1.02. Now come here, there is a bus stop, it is barricaded. Barricaded means it is closed by some cones you have seen on the road. Sometimes some big cones are there to barricade, to block the way. So there these kind of cones are there whose diameter is given 40 centimeter. So we are converting in meter because it is rate is given in 12 rupees per meter square. Rate of painting is given, that's why we are finding in meter. So diameter we will convert into meter, it will be 40 centimeter it was, it will be 0.4 meter. And then radius will be, radius 20 centimeter, so it will be 0.2 meter. height is already given in meter, 1 meter. So where we shall paint on the cone, we shall paint on the curved surface area. So for curved surface area we shall need the value of slant height also, but slant height is not given. So by the formula this we shall find the value of slant height, put the value of h and r in this inside the square root, and we shall get that square root 1.04, and it is given in the question in the bracket that root 1.04 is equal to 1.02. It is given in the question, you may see. So then after we need to find the curved surface area of one cone, that will be equal to the pi r l. So put the value of pi r and l. Pi value we shall put as 3.14, and radius we shall put from here 0.2, and the slant height as 1.02. So we shall get this value divided, and we shall get that 0.64056 meter square. This is the curved surface area of one cone. But there are 50 cones which were used to barricade the way, to block the way. So the CSA of 50 cones we shall find. How? We shall multiply the curved surface area of one cone by 50, and we shall get the answer 32.028 meter square is the curved surface area of 50 cones. So on this much area there we shall do the painting. We shall do the painting on curved surface area of 50 cones. So on this much area the painting will be done. So see, cost of 1 meter square area, the cost of painting 1 meter square area is 12 rupees. So cost of painting 32.08 meter square area we are finding for this 32.028 meter square. So we shall multiply this by 12. 32.028 multiplied by 12, and we shall get the answer 384.336 meter square, or approximately it will be equal to the 384.34 meter square. In this way you will complete the exercise 13.3. Some questions are remaining that you will solve by yourself.